What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Car Talk. I believe this is 10. If I'm not wrong, Noah, correct me if I'm wrong. But today, what I wanted to talk about was, I guess, playing video games on shrooms. Now, before we get into this car talk, I am not promoting the use of psychedelics. I am just simply explaining my experience. This will be a two-part video because I've played video games on shrooms twice on two separate occasions. I've taken shrooms 4 times. And I'll probably talk about the other 2 times in another episode. But this time, I'm going to do the most recent occasion. So, I bought like a 6-pack. It was a chocolate bar. Cookie dough flavor. It was a fusion bar. I don't know the strain of mushroom. But, anywho. It was a 6-gram bar. And I took, I believe there was like 9 squares. Or 10 squares. I don't know. 9 to 10 squares. And I took 3 squares. It was 6 chocolate bars in total. 3 squares, whatever. So I probably took around, I would say 2 to 3 grams. Around that range. I don't know. It was around 2 to 3. But it took, it took around, I would say, 25 minutes before I started feeling something. It depends on how fast your metabolism is to judge how it's gonna hit you. That's what makes it a little difficult as far as judging how long, my shrooms is gonna hit. Because if your metabolism is slower, then it's gonna hit your bloodstream slower, so it's gonna take longer before you feel anything. But if it's faster, then it's obviously gonna, vice versa. It's gonna hit your bloodstream faster. You're gonna start feeling stuff quicker. But around 45 minutes, I start getting what I call the giggles. Basically, what the giggles is you just start laughing. Either you laugh for no reason, or you laugh at something that is really not funny if you were sober, but on shrooms, everything is hilarious. Now, for those of you who don't know, a few things what I've experienced on shrooms is your senses or emotions, I guess, get higher. They get heightened, whatever you're feeling at the time. So, for example, if you're really happy, you're gonna feel super happy, like max excitement. If you're feeling really sad, you're gonna be depressed. And angry, really angry, vice versa. You get the point. Any emotion you're feeling at the time is gonna be super heightened. Now, we played Phasmophobia, which, for those of you who don't know, Phasmophobia is a ghost hunting game. Now, this was a terrible idea. I'm not gonna lie. It was a really bad idea to play Phasmophobia on shrooms, but I did it anyways. Why not? Basically, I started getting the giggles before we entered the match. So I just started laughing for no reason. And my friends already knew I was high. I was already starting to feel it because I was just literally laughing at air. So that's what's happening. We enter the match. I'm still pretty conscious. I'm just a little giggly. But I'm still knowing what's going on. I'm still knowing what I'm doing. And then we start going through. And all of a sudden, in the game, At least I think in the game. I don't know, because you hallucinate off of mushrooms. But one of the ghosts whispered in my ear. It did like a sss, and then went away. That freaked me out. And normally I'm not that scared in Phasmophobia sober. But this playthrough, I was very on edge. Most likely because of the shrooms, but I was very on edge. And my paranoia started rising a little more as the match started progressing. And then as the match kept progressing, my high started hitting me. I started feeling, we went from the giggle stage, I started feeling the wave stage, which, for those of you, the way I like to describe the wave stage is more when, at least I think, I don't know, but once the shrooms start to hit, it's almost like you feel them move throughout your body, if that makes any sense. You start feeling like the shroom going from like your head down to your feet, then back up to your head. It just moves throughout your body. You're feeling it the entire time. And that's the second stage that I felt. Then we start playing. At the time, I'm just feeling the wave. Still, my paranoia is a little high. But I'm still okay. I'm still Gucci. We start playing a little more. We ended up finding the first ghost. Then we load up the second match. At the second match, my high starts getting a little more. I'm the wave is starting to get stronger. So I'm feeling it more and more. And it's like I could feel it rising. I'm just getting higher and higher. As the match kept progressing, now keep in mind, it's a ghost hunting game. So not only is the game, one, really dark, but two, you see the ghost will chase you, and you hear shit. It does like paranormal activity. Mix all that together on shrooms, I start hearing shit that they're not hearing. And it's so weird. So I'm hearing like whispers and throughout the match. And then from what I remember, there was a point we went back into, because how the game works is you have a truck that has all your gear. And so you go back and forth from the house to the truck to grab gear, set stuff up to find the ghost. I go back in the truck, I start chilling in the truck for a little bit. Maybe what I felt was a few minutes. But I took my headset off to try to just relax. Because I was wondering if I was either hearing shit in the game or in real life. Turns out I was hearing shit in real life, because when I took my headset off, I was still hearing stuff. And then on top of that, that's when I started looking at my hands. And my hands started to almost get smoother. If that makes any sense. The contrast starts changing. You start seeing your hand get very smooth. It starts to look different. People who have been on shrooms that are listening understand what I'm saying. For people who haven't experienced it, probably are very confused. But you start to see your skin get very smooth out. And then I look at my closet door, and I started looking at my door, and the door kept coming to my face, then leaving my face, then coming to my face, then leaving to my face. It was zooming in and out, which in real life was obviously not doing. I looked stupid as fuck probably in real life. I was just staring at my door. But it looked weird, because it wasn't just the door. It went from the door going in and out to my entire room just zooming way out, almost like you're falling into an abyss, and then zooming way back in. And out in the game, I was probably still chilling on the truck. I start to go back to play the actual game. I start playing in the game. All of a sudden, my paranoia goes to the roof. It just starts to get very, very heightened. And I start looking around my room like a crazy person. I'm like this the entire time, hearing stuff. But I wasn't saying anything. At least I hope not. I don't know. Noah could. Actually, no, he wasn't there that time, so Noah wouldn't know. I don't know if I was saying stuff. But you just start tripping balls. So then, it goes from zooming in and out. Everything just gets more heightened. So, remember what I told you. We've had the wave. We've had your hands get smooth. I'm hearing stuff that is not there. My paranoia is super high, and my room is zooming in and out. All of this is happening at the same time while getting higher and higher. So we end up doing one last match on Phasmophobia, and I think this match was probably when I started what they call peaking. I'm not super sure if that was when I was peaking, but basically peaking is when you reach your all-time high, and then it starts to drop down, and then you start getting lower and lower and lower on your high. You start calming down. But the last match of Phasmophobia was this campsite, and I was kind of losing my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I was really losing my mind. As far as what also happens to me on shrooms is time is fucked for me. What I mean by that is either I would think 5 minutes go, like in reality 5 minutes go by, but I think in my head an hour went by. Keep in mind, we probably played Phasmophobia maybe an hour. To me, I felt like I was playing for 3 hours. Dead serious. I don't know, that's just something I experience on shrooms, is time gets really fucked for me. And I think everything is way longer than it actually is. So, we go through, last match, I start chilling in the truck, and I just take my headset off. I honestly stopped playing because I started to, what happened was audio, it's almost like you start to tune everything out, and because I kept hearing like a buzzing sound, and the buzzing sound kept getting louder and louder and louder, and I wasn't hearing anybody else as far as, what am I in this parking lot for? But my friends were talking to me and saying like, yo, you good? And I wasn't hearing them. I was hearing this buzzing sound that kept getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. And until, I don't know what the fuck that guy was doing, but kept getting louder and louder and louder. So I just take my headset off and just start like trying to calm down. Because in reality, it was just my paranoia getting really, really heightened due from the ghost hunting game. But anywho, that ghost match lasted 5 minutes. In reality, I swear to God, I thought it was 25 minutes. After we played Phaz, we then watched Area 51. Now, I had, if you ever heard of this game called Just Shapes and Beats, I had Just Shapes and Beats playing in the background of Planet 51. Just Shapes and Beats is like a... I was cooked. Because I was going from watching the movie to then I had it playing in the background. I was looking at Just Shapes and Beats in the background, then back to the movie. And it was so funny. Noah could attest to, I don't know if he's gonna talk in this car talk.
He was absolutely fucking fried, and I mean absolutely cooked.
He could attest to how cooked I was, because dead ass, It was like, in my perspective, I would look down at the movie, something would be happening, then I looked back up, just Shapes and Beats. I looked back down to the movie. Now, to me, like 5 seconds went by. In reality, half the movie's gone. Because I just looked down and stuff is happening. I don't know what is happening. I was lost the entire movie. Just completely confused the entire time. I gave up trying to figure out what was even happening with the movie and was just laughing at the movie. Because it is generally a funny movie. So I completely gave up on that. Then after that, we just played Minecraft. Because after the movie, I was really tired. Well, I was really tired. When I think what happened was, because on shrooms, your dopamine is really, really high. Once you start to calm down, it's almost like you just have a big crash. And you get really, really tired. So once the movie ended was when my high started to just chill. And then I was just really tired. So we played Minecraft for a little bit. And then I slumped. I was good. Well, actually, we went back on Phasmophobia. Played for like a few matches, but I was cool that time because I wasn't high anymore. But then we got off and slumped because I was cooked. But overall, I still enjoy it. Shrooms is by far my favorite high. I've been drunk, I've been high on weed, I've taken edibles. Shrooms are my favorite. I'm never gonna take LSD, never gonna take acid, never gonna do anything like that. I feel like that's too extreme and can actually cause some harmful side effects. I mean, so can shrooms and weed, but to each their own. Again, not promoting. I will never peer pressure anybody into doing any sort of drug. For 18 years, I didn't take any drugs. And now I'm 19, and I've tried weed and shrooms. But I feel like that's the best way to do it. Wait till you're older, till you turn 18, till you become a little more mature. Your brain's a little more developed. Then you can take something like that. I don't agree with people smoking at 14, 16. I don't agree with that personally. But overall, it's fun. I enjoy being on shrooms. I don't know if I'll talk about the part 2 next Card Talk. I might. But hope you guys enjoy that experience. Feel free to tell me about your guys' experiences on shrooms. I would love to read about it. But other than that, have a good one.